What's going on, everybody? Welcome, everybody, to Shut Up, Let's Talk, episode 99, guys. Episode 99, guys.
Holy crap.
Hanging out with Mood Theory tonight, guys. We're hanging out here, going down the line. We're hanging out with Luke Skywalker, also known as... Go ahead. Who are you, my man?
Chris, bro. What do you mean?
I know you're Chris. I'm trying to tell the people who you are.
Chris Vidal.
Chris Vidal in the house tonight, my man. Come closer, my child. Come closer,
Hello,
Luke.
everybody.
And I love the costume, by the way, man.
Thank you. Everyone was supposed to come dressed up, but they,
I'm dressed up like a fucking...
had to get out of work late.
I'm a doof is my costume.
I'm totally
super
dressed.
doofy.
I feel dressed.
Also,
I'm a dressed.
And what do you play in the band, my man?
I'm playing bass.
Playing bass. That's what's up, man. Also joining along here with Brandon.
Yo.
What up, dog?
What's good?
Do you have a costume tonight? No, right?
I am a costume.
You're the guy from the Radiohead video, right?
I think so.
Because he had the hat. You had the purple hat, right?
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one time they bribed me into it.
I remember and those videos were cool, man. I didn't know it was Radiohead when I was a kid. Like I was watching Beavis and Butthead and stuff like that, and they just showed this like random video. It wasn't on Beavis and Butthead. It was around that like block hour.
Yeah.
And it was just, man, I was just like, the animation on this was, and the guy's like flying around, and it was like all this, like his arm gets chopped off or something, right? What video is that? It was some crazy
That's
video.
A long time ago.
I don't know. It was like this very simple, cool looking animation. Anyway, man, what do you play in the band, dude?
I play the drums. I play the voice. I sing.
Play the voice. That's awesome. That's the coolest sounding thing ever.
I play the voice.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
and I also play some other instruments that I kind of use to write some of the music as well.
Sweet, man. Also joining along here with Eric tonight. What up, my brother?
What's up?
How are you, man? Hey. You dressed? Are you dressed up at all tonight or not?
I feel dressed. You know, it's like,
You see
I
that?
got clothes on.
I feel dressed.
I feel it. I don't know. It's been
Fuck yeah, dude. Thank you, man.
a lot of time.
That's motivating.
Sometimes I don't like wearing clothes. I don't know. Obviously,
I feel you, man. Clothes are tough.
That can happen in a couple of seconds. Outfit change. That's
Yeah. Clothes are tough, man. Clothes is we have to come. It's a coming to terms thing, right? It's like, all right, I'm gonna.
But you put them
Oh,
on.
man, do I have to? Can't I just stay in my boxers all day?
Yeah. Well,
Oh my god. Real
This sounds like a typical day in the studio where you're just like wearing briefs. I'll wear like pretty much like a tidy whitey in the studio.
Tidy whities in the studio. Maximum, you can make maximum room for the energy to flow out.
there's just enough space.
Maximum radiation. Yes. Anyway, folks, episode 99 of Shut Up, Let's Talk, folks. We are a day away from Halloween. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight so far. Oh, and by the way, we didn't cover Eric. What do you play in the band, my man?
I do some guitars. I do a lot of guitars actually.
He does a lot.
It's
Sweet,
a lot.
man.
Plucking on the
It's
strings.
fun.
Plucking up.
Badass.
And
It's great.
I will just say, spoiler alert, guys, they have a very, very radical, cool sound. So you guys are very good at what you guys do. And because I hang out with Chris often, and he shows me some of the practice sessions.
Shh, they're not supposed to know that I'm leaking that.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
totally.
they are good. They are good. I'm glad.
sick.
I'm glad you're leaking it.
That's sick.
Because, yeah, man, it gets me motivated, and I'm excited. You guys have
That's
a,
awesome.
Oh, sick.
before we get in, well, we're going to talk a little bit more about it later, but you guys have a show coming up.
Yes, we do.
First show.
Hell yeah.
It is our debut in Miami.
You guys stoked, obviously? Should.
Very. Actually, yeah, we're excited.
Where's it going to be at? Sorry?
This is gonna be at
Las Rosas.
Las Rosas.
Las Rosas.
Yeah.
Las Rosas, man. I haven't been there yet. I've yet to be there. Yeah, I also don't get out of the house much, which
And
Chris is about to say.
I've mandated that him and Claudia, and I know she's on there watching,
Yeah.
they will be there at our show November 16th.
November 16th, folks. Tattoo the day on your genitalia.
That would be very cool. Yeah, come hang out.
Be there.
It's gonna be a good day. We're gonna
can't
get
wait. That's
we're gonna
gonna
get
be
pretty
awesome.
we're gonna get pretty drunk that day. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. After the show.
after. Well, I'm gonna be
We'll
drunk. I'm gonna be
celebrate
drunk during and after.
Before.
I can be drunk during the show, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Please bring me a beer. No.
Oh, just
All
one,
of you,
Chris, just one.
bring
Chris.
us a beer.
I'll be drinking like one and like being
Yeah,
super.
yeah. Just gotta get like a
all over the
booster.
place.
Gotta get
Just a little bit of
booster. Just a little.
it's like
you
an
know.
energy drink. You know?
Calm the nerves.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. Jim.
Metallica did it. It's fine. No, so
I
mood.
feel you got an alcohol problem.
Oh my god, dude. Mood theory, dude. Gonna turn into booze theory.
Oh,
They're gonna be calling. That's gonna be the nickname later.
And we'll start singing the blues
They're
like.
gonna be like alcohol. They're gonna be like booze theory. You mean?
We'll be playing the blues.
So anyway, folks, Halloween is upon us, guys. Well, clearly, because otherwise, I would think Chris dresses like this all the time. Like,
It's the clothing of the future, right? You know, so we're all gonna start wearing this, right? No?
yeah, yeah. You know what? That is gonna be the future. The future cloth.
It's pretty comfortable, so.
Star Wars themed. I mean, it looks like it could be anything, but that looks Star Wars.
I mean, you could definitely dress like that on any other day.
Yeah,
It'd be
I would
fine.
say it looks pretty fucking unique.
Yeah, no, it's pretty badass, man. I was saying it's funny because like where I come from, like people wear clothes like that. It's hilarious. Like you look like you're going to like a wedding, like a Pakistani wedding.
Just going to the bazaar, man.
Look
Going to
like-
the bazaar, man, to
Fucking
pick up some
traditional.
food.
Yeah.
Look at that. Holy
Like
crap.
the only extra thing is maybe the one glove. That's about it.
It's
But
like
everything else.
It's like
is
he
just fine.
accidentally like slips onto like the wrong plane,
Yeah.
and he ends up.
Like we've been waiting.
He
for
ends
you.
up in the right place.
That'd be amazing, man. Be like, come, there's a wedding right down there. Like, that's clearly where you're going, right? He's like, yeah, of
you know,
course.
exactly. You know,
Duh.
I gotta
Um,
walk someone down the aisle, I think.
Right?
And then slice him clean with a lightsaber. And just like,
I love it, man. But it's a sick costume, and it's funny because you did the hair and the beard, like, you know, like you kind of look like the guy, so it's just hilarious. It all works out.
Everyone was calling me Obi-Wan, but I mean, if you know Star Wars, this is the Luke robe.
God damn it, yeah.
But
Obi-Wan.
The whole night. Oh, you're Obi-Wan. I'm
Everybody better behave, man. Everybody need to chill out, man. Obi-Wan. What the? Like, don't age me.
Luke
What the
definitely
fuck?
went.
damn.
For real, that's crazy. Can you not see the hair? It's way wispier. Wispier.
exactly.
Luke had the wispy hair.
I mean, I get it.
Obi-Wan's
Ian-
hair looks like a fucking Pop-Tart. Like
But he did have Ian did have like the big beard when he was doing Obi-Wan, so I get that. And the
strawberries.
robes are, light in color, so I get it. But the glove,
the glove.
it comes back to the glove.
Clearly, you know, they didn't know what they were talking about. They're like, oh yeah, they saw the lightsaber and they were like, oh, Star Wars. Oh,
Exactly.
Really, the glove
in the same
fits.
voice, it was Star Wars. What's everybody's favorite costume that they've worn in their life so far? That's the cliche question, but I gotta know.
I do have a favorite actually.
Go for it, man.
I was a mime.
A mime.
I was
That's awesome.
Cool.
face painted and all. This is
Sweet.
because like I kind of always had an obsession with stripes.
Did you talk the whole night?
I did. Well, I barely talk sometimes. So
That-
it worked out.
You tried.
That's awesome, though. Yeah, because I was wondering, I was like, man, did you live the mime life?
I totally did.
That's awesome, though, man. Were you doing like the little movements, like trapped in the box and shit?
Yeah, like we were at like some party and
That's amazing.
we were hearing like techno, and I was just like kind of doing like these little techno moves.
I'm gonna be scouring your social media for
Was it
this.
fitting walls?
I'm gonna be digging through your social media for these
Good
photos.
luck. Good luck.
When you're a politician to watch, I'm gonna be like, you were doing a white face.
Remember that day on January 17th, 1972?
All right.
Perfect
Oh,
audio.
Actually, I'm
Hilarious.
pretty sure there is a photo of this on my Facebook. I'm pretty sure.
that's awesome, man. Well, okay. A mime. Sweet, man. What about you, man?
Well, I mean, it's just zombies. I just would zombie the heck out of myself, you know?
A zombie.
You know,
Makes sense
I
for
like
Eric.
to. I like
Sweet,
to,
man.
You know?
What is it about zombies that you were like,
Oh, man.
I want to feel like being like the undead?
Super George A. Romero fan.
That's awesome. So
Forever
you got
dead.
like into doing the makeup and stuff? Like you got into like
Yeah,
making it look.
wasn't too in depth, but you know, it was for like I just wanted to be a zombie. I was like, fuck.
Actually,
That's
this
awesome.
guy used to make me like film like zombie movies.
Oh shit!
So and this guy would be like zombieing it up. So I just like film him like.
Oh my god,
man.
that's
fun.
awesome, dude.
Brotherly love. Brotherly love.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you guys get good at creating stuff, right? It's just like doing stuff
Yeah.
for fun and just doing like goofy shit, which
Right,
turns into
totally.
like dope stuff
Yeah.
later,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Dude, that shit's sick.
Too much George A. Romero for this guy. I
Yeah,
think.
it's sick
Oh,
as
sweet,
fuck.
man.
Huge.
Well, it's good cinematography. I can't blame you. I haven't seen a lot of it, but I know it's good
It's
cinematography.
where the melodicness comes from. All like
Good
that.
taste.
Like deep chord.
George
A lot of,
Romero.
like horror.
Right.
Awesome, man. What about you, my man? Favorite costume? Is it this one?
I mean,
Lot of
this
gore.
one I love, but I think I had the most fun and enjoyed being Michael Myers. Because
You were Michael Myers. When?
at least like 12, 13 years ago or something, like my dad had bought it and he was like doing the trick-or-treating at the door and he would just stand under the light and then all of a sudden he would move right when people would go and like I just saw how people would freak out. So I was like,
funny,
all right,
dude.
I know what I'm doing. So I took after he like went inside and like went to go like retire and shit. I was like, all right, let me put this on. And I just went out and I was like walking. I just stood in the middle of the street with my friends, and I would just walk like, you know, Michael Myers, and like you would just see people like, oh shit, is that real? Is that real?
Oh my god,
dude, that would be an amazing.
You legitimately freak people.
Like, honestly, that sounds so fun.
That would be an amazing plot for the next movie,
People were
dude.
just like freaked out.
It's
so real, dude.
Like that's got to be a plot for the next movie. Like this guy sees his dad dress up like this guy, and then you know what I mean. And then he's like, he's scaring people, and then you start getting like too used to it, and then you start killing people for real.
Yo, holy crap!
Right? That'd be like a wild movie. That'd be crazy.
That would be awesome.
Right?
It's like one of those like
it's the next Joker.
the next
The next Joaquin Phoenix. What's his name?
I haven't had those type of rainy days.
I have yet to catch the new film.
I haven't seen the movie yet, and I'm like dying to. So no spoilers, please.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
I was supposed
Okay, good.
I just know he stands on the stairs and takes pictures. Right? That's a thing. Because I've seen people.
Yeah, he doesn't have like a really hot photo right now.
Yeah, he's got that classic shot, like that silhouette look. I don't know what's going on.
Him
on
and
the
his
stairs.
kid, right? Him and his kid.
Is it the kid too? I don't know what's going on with that whole thing. And then people are taking these pictures.
He's got some hot photos right now.
Social media's having a good time with
it's
it.
popping.
I think my favorite costume that I ever did. Honestly, it's weird, man. I was Kane for Halloween. The wrestler, the pro wrestler.
Oh,
Kane.
nice. Very. Wait, but were you old school Kane with
Old
like
school.
the full
The
mask?
long hair,
Okay,
the full mask.
the real deal. You know, I don't know. What didn't he become like wearing a business suit and all this stuff?
He became like a stripper eventually because he like every week he would show up with like a shorter and shorter mask. Like it was like one mask, then it was like half his face. Then it was like a portion of his face. And then he was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just taking the mask off. They just took the mask off. Then he was just going no mask.
Yeah.
Then he's just a bald guy.
It's like no.
That is
Interesting. It was kind of like in the
like a
new
long
Star Wars
striptease.
when Kylo took off his mask. I was like, oh man, couldn't they have saved that for like the second movie or the third? Like he had like such this cool vibe to him, and then it was just like, oh man, really?
I hate the demasking
Really?
thing. The demasking thing is so cheap. It's like everybody. It's like the happy ending. It's like,
but is there anyone
mix it up a little bit?
Is there anyone that's wearing a mask you'd want to see their face?
That you don't want to see their face?
No, that you would finally want to see their face.
Oh, right now?
Wait, boy,
Whoever's in those anonymous videos on the internet, it's like, hey, who are you, man? Like, oh, shit, Shia LaBeouf.
One dude, I just
Should've
want to see
known.
his face.
Do it.
Should have
Like
known.
show face, man. Come on.
I'm like,
Right.
let me drink that one. Nope, this one.
It's like, God damn it.
I think he just dropped the movie or some shit like that.
Shia LaBeouf is always doing
He's
something,
like
man.
that.
I saw
It's
the reason.
probably Shia LaBeouf for
That
sure.
guy, you know, it's funny. I saw the Hot Ones interview recently. You know that he did that, and it was pretty funny, and it got very, you know, he became a much more likable personality to me after seeing that, because you realize that a lot of what he does is trolling.
Yeah.
A lot of it is trolling. A lot of it is on purpose. You know, it's like, so when you think, so you know, who knows? Britney Spears might have been totally in on it when she shaved her head and threw the shit at the lady.
Dude, I'm telling you, everything's set up.
What that day that happened.
It's all set up. Everything's like
Yeah, they plan it, but you know what?
Britney Spears,
bro.
Yeah, and
Britney, shave your head. Okay.
well, you know, it's
was she like writing metal or something?
Yes,
Was
yeah,
she? She probably had like a side project that
She was-
involved that, and she just needed like a cover up for it.
Oh, that's so funny.
She saw the thing in the bush in the back of the $20 bill.
She wanted to fulfill her dream of being a mascot, so she, but she couldn't.
Everyone knows.
So she couldn't, you know, she couldn't come out with it. My bad. I'm figuring out which mic is whose. Really quick. And I know that sounds funny,
Check.
1, 2.
but I just
1,
want to
2.
make sure.
One.
There you go.
1, 2. Was
Testing.
one of us peeking a little bit there?
One of us was too low, but we got it.
Okay.
All right.
We're right on track now. But how do you call it? Wrestling, man. I was Kane, and it was funny because I remember I first of all, I was 10 years old, so I was like a 10-year-old kid dressed up like a brown kid, obviously, right? So it's even weirder because it's like, oh, all right.
You Rey Mysterio? No.
Yeah, bro, it was like, and it was funny because I went to this house, and this guy was like, he gave me the candy, and then as I was walking, he's like, hey, wait a minute. I was like, yeah. He's like, sorry, but who are you? And I was like, I'm going full ham. I did the Kane voice. I was like, I'm Kane. I was like, my voice got fucked up, like, because Kane was supposed to be burned.
Me.
Yeah.
He set me ablaze.
It's super monotone.
Yeah, he was supposed to not be able to talk because he was so like his vocal cords got burnt.
Throwback
Cords
to
got
Paul
burnt
Bearer.
alive too.
Throwback to Paul Bearer.
Paul Bearer was amazing. his voice was insane, dude. I don't know, Paul Bear. How does he
Just
do
with
that?
the under eyeshadow and just the way his face just.
Yeah, all he had to do was be fat. That's it. Just stay fat.
Like if he,
Like,
yeah, it's like almost what he was like destined to do.
right? He tried to lose weight and he wasn't as scary. Paul Bear. It was like,
That's
you're
so epic.
scarier
I wish
when you
we
were
could
fat.
see how he looks right now.
He
Pretty sure he passed away. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
He's
know.
probably still
A
doing
moment of
as-
silence.
his spirit
for
is
Paul
still
Bear.
probably
Wow.
the same.
Well, it's the
moment.
perfect day to bring that up. It's a perfect day to bring that up because it's Halloween, Paul Bear, the whole thing. So you know what? Yeah, this is right
Wait,
on money. Wherever his soul is right now.
We're
Look,
technically celebrating like the dead too, right? On Halloween.
it's like some
Day
Hallows
of the
Eve.
Dead.
Yeah, it's
Isn't that like in Mexico and not on the
Yeah.
same day? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's,
sure.
Probably
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
I
Pretty
should have
sure
got
it's something.
I should get an Ed Hardy
Maybe.
shirt with a sugar skull.
I should
Get
go to school a little more.
my Ed Hardy in my Day of the Dead. I don't know. Ed Hardy makes me laugh like
Yo,
fucking crazy.
dude,
makes me laugh a lot.
When all the
That is-
clothing
that
started
is-
coming out.
I should probably wear one then.
Ed Hardy
You
is
should
so
probably go buy it. Yeah, that would be sick.
Yeah.
because it's so funny looking, dude. Like it was funny because when it first came out, it was like, all right, that's cool, like old school tattoo designs. I get it. And then everybody started wearing them. And then you see like Floyd Mayweather wearing, or just I don't know. And it was really
He was
famous.
about it. He's like, yo,
He's
yeah.
like, I'm gonna support.
Hey,
this.
Chuck
I love
Liddell.
this, man. This
Is
is
that Ed Hardy?
fantastic.
It was just really good timing. It was good timing with Miami Ink because Miami Ink was really popular at that time. So everybody wanted to get tattoos at that time.
Yeah.
I remember like in high school, man, people were going tattoo crazy. There were some people that had their bodies covered in tattoos. I was like, you're 19 years old.
Yeah.
Like, what if you have more ideas in like a year or two? Like, you have no more room left.
Yeah, it's like I had a coworker. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm like running out of space," and I'm like, he's like, "Yeah," he's like, literally comes in corporate, and then he takes off his shirt and he's in a tank top. All of a sudden, I just see he's like in full, like he went into Japan and got like all of his tattoos done, almost full body, and he's got like a little patch left. He's like, "Yeah, I just don't know what to put there."
Oh my!
It's like
Wait, he got it in Japan?
Dude.
like all of his full body
I
stuff.
mean, like
yeah.
some people just like will fill
Nice.
their whole bodies up, and the thing is that
In
that's
Japan.
pretty
Well, you have to do
pretty
it,
marvelous.
you know.
I brought this up on the show before, but that's what the Yakuza do. Like that like
Mhm.
Japanese mafia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They get like
Is
the
it
full
like
back
is it
tattoos.
stick and poke over there?
I don't think so.
I
think
don't
that's
know.
The,
I mean,
that's
that-
that Polynesian.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
God
he
damn,
was
the
just
popping
an
is nuts.
anime fanatic type person,
Fuck.
you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are the
Word.
Polynesian tattoos, right?
Dude, we
Where they,
definitely
like,
we
needle
gotta,
them in?
we gotta swing by Japan. Maybe play like a show out there,
Mhm.
and then like
That'd be pretty.
get a tattoo out there.
Yeah,
You
good.
never know.
Hey man, Japan will
I'll
be a good time. Right? Japan looks like a good time.
It
I'd
does,
be down
though.
to get like a totally like
Right?
super sketchy.
I feel like I'd be too
bag
noisy for
Wow.
Japan.
Sketch
I'm
of
too
like
noisy.
something.
Yeah, I feel
Too
like if
noisy.
we all go to Japan, that'd be you get rowdy as fuck.
Right? I'd be like, "Good morning, everybody." They'd be like, They'd be like, "We don't know about this one.
Definitely like light that place up.
Kick them out. Kick them out."
It'd be dope.
I had a friend that was, doing. He was in Osaka for a while, in one of the militaries. I don't know which one. Sorry,
My geography on Japan horrible. So
yeah, I don't know.
it's an,
but they did refuse him service. Apparently, they are kind of they can be kind of racist out there.
How funny! I was just about to bring that
He's
up.
not
A friend of mine
He's
said
not
the same
Japanese.
thing.
Nice,
recently.
He's not joke.
Yeah, a friend of mine's actually brought that up to me. He just like was out there, but
Wow.
then again, maybe he's just they're so busy, they're so packed, they're fast.
I don't know. My friend lived out there for like 3-4 years, and he said that it's like really hard to get hired in like a lot of companies that like they don't trust you as much, and it's like you have to like jump, like 300 times to like get something like to be for them to trust.
It's probably
you.
like Miami.
It's a cultural thing for.
It's probably like Miami. It's so like
No.
it's so busy and intense.
Cutthroat. Yeah.
Well, what it is that so many people, like go out there and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go live in Japan. Like everyone, all these free spirit people, with the, what's the little drape thing with the, and they go out there and it's like, then they're like, okay,
watch
cool.
an anime.
They're like, cool. I lived there for a year, and then they get bored and they come back, and it's like, they leave a lot of these companies hanging and stuff. Like some of them go and try and get a job and stuff, and then they just leave. So they're like,
Oh,
why?
now that you're woke, you're gonna go back to America. Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So they're like, why should I invest and give this person a job to move up if they're just gonna like leave in 2 or 3 years and they're not looking like they're setting roots here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is this like the Yakuza? Part of the Yakuza gang?
No, it's just like
People getting jobs.
yeah. And I mean, obviously he was like supposedly like off in the countryside, not like directly in like one of the major cities,
Okay,
but
yeah.
I'm sure it's a lot easier there because that's like anywhere, any major city, there's turnover.
Yeah, true. So I mean, I guess what we've learned is that shit is kind of the same everywhere in a way, right? Where people get like territorial, because everybody's like up in arms about like America being whatever about the immigrants and all that, which like I get it, but
It's a serious. Yeah,
we think about it now. We're talking about like the other side from over there, and it's like we're hearing the same story almost. It's very interesting, like competitive, trying to get jobs and trying to get.
It's one planet, guys.
Strange, yeah, right. It's a tough one.
Everyone just
it's funny. It's like the same thing everywhere. It seems like
people and their biases too. People get a little funky. It's like, who do you defend at that point? It's like you want to just stand up for the underdog and stand up for the people that just want to better their lives,
Sure.
And then you look at the other people that have to like try to make all that shit work. And you're like, man, your job is hard too.
But how can someone say
so many characters?
I think there's enough room for everybody though.
But how can someone say like, hey, I was here first?
I agree.
Like,
well, I mean, they could claim it, but what does that mean to anybody? Like, I mean, when you play the claiming,
how about before them?
Well, when you play the claim game, people you're just one death away from being claimed yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and because we were having this conversation recently about like. I forgot when or why.
What do you mean? So it's like technically like a double-edged sword. Like you'd be like, they'd be one day getting like reprimanded for wanting to take over like stuff like in this situation right now. Like there's still that kind of animosity going on between whatever the natives and I guess Americans. It's a whole beef that's been going on. There's a lot of.
Are you talking about like all the shit that happened like the last Thanksgiving when they were like, oh yeah, Thanksgiving, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
On this day we found Columbus lost at sea and then he killed everyone. It's like
well, no,
it was a perfect timing though. It was like
they don't do
great.
Christopher Columbus Day anymore, right?
That's like it's frowned upon.
They tore down his monuments like all over like
they
North
did.
Carolina.
But that was weird. That was like a weird genocide lie that like people tried to like, and it's really weird. And I forgot who it was. Was it Napoleon? Napoleon? I don't know. Somebody said history is only written by the winners.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which totally makes sense.
That's why everyone's a winner.
Let's embellish this story and make it.
We're all fucking winners, guys.
Yeah.
We're all winners.
Well, I mean, it's true though. The only thing you would know is what they tell you or what you heard, right? I mean. Dude, I had somebody try to like. I had like not me personally, but I was reading on Facebook a conversation between a Holocaust denier and somebody who is Jewish and somebody who is Jewish and has grandparents that were in the Holocaust.
Wow.
And it was like the weirdest conversation because like the denier just seems so delusional. Like, it was so like, oh, don't believe everything you heard, man. And it's like, all right, well, why are you believing everything you heard? Like, how do you, like, he didn't say that. The guy didn't say that, but I was thinking, like, what makes this guy so sure of what he's talking about? You've only heard what you heard, too.
No fact check.
How many subscribers is the fucking video that you saw? Like, how many subscribers? Like, what, 4,000 subscribers?
It was the lost transcripts from World War.
He's like, I have
Just
the
saying,
documents.
Right, and it was
that is quite interesting, honestly.
It was like, it was comical, but in a sad way.
I know it's really fucked up, but what if Hitler had an Instagram?
Oh God! What if he had? Oh
would
my
have,
God.
Like Loki, you forgot he was supposed to. Like,
how many followers would this guy have nowadays?
You know what? I bet he'd have one of those that has like all the comments disabled on every on every picture.
It would just be
Holy
complete
shit.
like
comments disabled.
On.
No incoming
video
DM.
he posts is like,
His account be banned multiple times.
It's really
probably.
fucked.
No incoming
Every day.
DMs. Fuck him,
no
but yeah.
DMs.
Guy's a
Fuck
dick.
that guy.
Yeah, the guy's a dick.
But yeah. But at the same time, it's like at the end of the day, anybody that's hated now on a Hitler type level, that guy's probably got a social media, so it's happening somewhere. Everybody's got to be the top hated guy, even if you're not Hitler. Somebody on the earth, somebody on the earth is the situation we're talking about.
I think I think I read one time that apparently part of his frustration was denial into an art school.
What?
I read that somewhere.
God
I was
damn,
like,
dude.
what? Like, how can that just completely
They should have just
destroy?
let him paint.
It's like the next Joker movie. I'm gonna stop making that joke. My God,
Dude,
oh my
it's
God,
the next
I'm sorry.
Joker film.
I'm gonna stop making that joke.
It all just was a cascade of events.
It's just so
That's,
funny to me. This new Joker movie just kills me because everybody's so.
Yeah.
There's so many conversations about it.
Starring
So much edge. So much edge.
I've seen more like content release on it, like posts. Like the first day it came out, people were like reviewing it. It's wild.
Yeah, people
Like,
care more about
you
the.
hear more about it than actually before watching it.
Yeah.
I think I read more about like how the main guy is a
It's
different
cool, though.
actor.
It gives you like a sneak peek. You know,
Oh.
you're like, shit, this is.
Well, that actor's good. I saw him in a movie that Her movie.
Joaquin.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix or whatever his name is, Joaquin. I don't know.
Yeah, Joaquin.
But
he's good.
his I saw that movie Her, where it's like he falls in love with like the Siri type of technology, where he falls in love with like the voice. It's a really cool movie.
I'm pretty sure I've heard of that film.
I only saw half of it actually. I got to see the rest of it, but the half that I saw was a real good movie. Makes me want to finish it, even though I didn't. Oops. But it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, and basically, yeah, he falls in love. This new technology comes out, and it's like the most realistic type of like Siri type of device ever. And
That sounds like Black Mirror.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say it's an episode Black Mirror, season
Yeah.
4, episode 3.
I saw a film that was pretty good. Kind of reminded me of it, called Upgrade.
okay.
That was a good film.
What's that
Weird,
about? Same
but-
type of thing? Same concept?
Yeah, like
Fall in love with the technology?
futurism, and then like, yeah, pretty interesting.
I love that
No,
concept.
Technology kind of took over something. Yeah, it was kind of a complicated film,
Yeah.
but
Feel you.
yeah,
Damn. What's it called? The Upgrade?
Upgrade.
I
I'm
gotta
pretty
check that
sure
one
it's
out.
Upgrade, yeah.
What's happening, Tommy? Live studio audience in the house.
Oh shit, there's a spider in the.
Oh yeah, the little spider up there.
He
Yeah.
was like, "Oh shit,
Oh,
Spider-Man."
guys, happy Halloween, everyone.
That's hilarious. That's
Shit's,
awesome.
Like, fucking wild.
Yeah, well, we got like
Wait, what time is it?
we've got
guys.
like an hour and
Oh, 'cause I'm
40
10,
something
16.
minutes.
I'm
yeah.
supposed to text a friend of mine.
Cool.
It's his birthday.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Shout out to Johnny B, bro. Born on fucking Halloween.
That kind of rhymed.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
make
gonna
you a
home next
beat.
week.
Let me make you a
Johnny
beat.
B on Halloween. Oh, shout out to Johnny B.
Betancourt, bro. Johnny.
Oh, it's Johnny's birthday? What?
Yeah, bro. He's born on Halloween.
We'll see you at
Hey.
karaoke tomorrow night, boy. We're
Yeah,
gonna
boy.
fucking get
Happy
lit.
birthday.
Yeah.
So Halloween, folks. When's the last time you guys trick or treated? Sorry, guys. We got off on this cool topic about movies and politics and weirdness. I don't even talk about politics on the show. How did that
Yeah, I
happen?
was like,
Oh,
let's
no.
steer clear about that. I was like, they're like,
It got good
That-
though.
what's
That
the
was
safe
dope.
word,
Yeah, that was
Alizar?
amazing.
What's the
good.
safe word?
The safe word. The safe word is fuck. I'm kidding.
The most versatile word.
The fuck word.
Fuck.
Squidward. When's the last time you guys went trick or treating? I
Last
don't even
year.
remember. Last year. How was it? What was the turnout?
Really?
Uh,
I didn't realize.
candy was okay.
Oh, no drugs, like the memes said, right?
Yeah,
No.
man, I was just
No
trying
drugs.
hunting for those
Now,
drugs.
trick or
Couldn't
treating
find 'em.
for myself or just go walking trick or treating like with someone?
I was
Like,
What's
with,
What's
like,
that
a
chocolate
kid or
called?
something.
Mr. Goodies?
I was
Is that
totally
Mr.
alone.
Mr. Good Bar, right? Mr. Good. I don't know.
Good
I don't
Bar?
know.
Mr.
All I know is the
Goodies?
last
For
time
yourself? I mean, like both, I guess.
The last time I actually tried to go trick or treating had to have been at least 10 years ago, and I remember everyone showed up
Damn,
and
dude,
like
that's a
in-
long ass fucking time.
yeah,
ago.
like everyone showed up in my neighborhood, and I was like, "Hey guys, like it's pretty strict here. Like the kids come, they clean everyone out, and they're out by like 10, 11 o'clock.
yeah, right.
Like literally
earlier.
vans from
People
like
are probably
They
fucking
have, they have
paranoid
a
nowadays.
schedule for it, like they clock
Just
in.
show up with a vacuum cleaner.
Oh,
Like,
no,
put the
like-
candy right
They're being
here.
paid
Like, it
overtime
was
and
so
they're
bad that, like,
collecting all the candy.
Vans
Wow.
would come and drop off kids from like the
Vans?
neighborhoods. Yeah, from the neighborhoods next adjacent.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Like
this
a
is,
Ninja Turtles episode. What?
so and like we start to walk around,
Oh my god.
and like we get literally to the next street.
Wow.
And the cops are like, "Hey, are you guys finishing up here?"
Wow.
And we're like, "They're like, what?"
what a vibe
We're like,
kill.
"Sure, yeah."
Like, you're
and
just trying to like
literally-
enjoy Halloween.
I would have thrown candy at the cop. Like,
Long story short,
Have
there
a
was,
Mr. Good Bar, officer.
there was no candy.
Oh, no candy. Oh, hey.
There was no houses open.
Fuck,
it's like you know you want this
Man,
candy. Take
what's
this
everybody's
candy.
favorite Halloween candy?
Pretty
How about
dreadful
that?
Halloween.
What's everybody's favorite?
Oh man,
Sorry to hear that.
It's a tough one.
I
Yeah,
like
for
I like
real. That sounds
multiple.
rough.
I don't know. Ugh. They're all kind of great.
That's a hard
I've
question.
kind
honestly.
of
It has-
given up on most of the candy, so
I mean,
It would
Oh
have
yeah,
to-
you're
yeah,
vegan now, so
yeah.
you can't even have like half the
Yeah,
fucking.
so-
What type of vegan candy is out there now?
I went to Whole Foods and they like were trying to like hustle their Halloween like wrapper
no.
of some of the vegan
Shit.
chocolate. It was like $13 for
Ouch.
12 pieces of a little tiny little coconut. It was like a Mounds, like a
Dude,
vegan version of a Mounds.
You got to go to special places
my
to
God.
trick or treat vegan. I'm sure, right? The special.
I mean, you
areas.
just give up on the idea right now. Maybe 5 years from
Like,
now.
you have to go.
where?
Can you imagine like the vegan neighborhoods?
Yeah.
Is there a vegan neighborhood?
The
I don't
people
know,
where we
though.
live, it's just chocolate
Will there
and,
be?
and
No.
like
Well, yeah,
sugar candies.
we're
and-
dead.
It's like you show up and there's like your own
It's just
butler.
like-
Your butler holds out your thing for you. It's like trick.
My
Like,
God.
the young sir would like to say trick or treat.
We got Miguel in the chat. He was like, dentistry killed trick or treating.
Oh,
Yo,
nice.
interesting.
Get your
well,
motherfucking teeth clean every
Industry.
3 months.
What about the stories of them putting drugs in the candy?
Fuck.
Like, it's like, do you think people are gonna really give their drugs away to kids just to see? No.
Yeah, nobody's that much of a
No.
troll. Okay.
Dude, yeah,
Like-
people just want to eat it. Dude.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry, you know what?
Yo, man, what's
I did
up?
not get the chance to see the live studio audience chat going on. Let's go ahead and say hi to some of the people. We got T Brad in the chat saying, "Hey, what's going on, my dog?" Jose said, "These guys." What's going on, Jose? Jose says these guys rock 16th almost. Yeah. November
wait,
16th.
we
The show.
Are they airing the other thing? Do we want to talk about that at all? Is that gonna be live?
Is what?
The FIU thing?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be on
This
the air.
this hasn't been like really announced, so this is like
Oh,
first
Yeah,
time
breaking.
announced.
I should probably take the time to announce that. Yeah, we're gonna be on air. I think November 6th. That's a Wednesday. Time. I think I'm sure be broadcasting at 6 or 7.
6 to 6:27, I think it was something like that. From like 6 to something 6 to 6:30.
FIU radio. Yeah, we'll be on
Sweet.
a college station.
Do we know what the actual station is for the people? Because I had people are already asking about that. Do we know
that's amazing.
what FIU is? If anyone knows, put it in the chat.
I know it's the Shark or something like that.
Is that the Shark?
Yeah.
No, the
It's-
Shark is 104.3, isn't it?
I don't know.
Is that FIU?
I think it's
Yeah.
radiate.
I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Well,
Regardless,
we'll
we're
keep
on-
you guys updated on that.
Yeah.
We'll keep you guys updated.
It'll
on
be
that, but-
posted.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But November
just,
6th, 7 o'clock, 7 to 8, you guys said?
Yeah.
November 6th, 7 to 8, FIU radio.
Yeah,
6 to
I'm sure there's a way to
something.
tune in there.
I guess we're gonna be there.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe
We're gonna fucking play.
yeah,
And we're gonna hang out. We're gonna talk with you.
yeah.
That day is my
talk.
birthday, so do me a favor
Shout
that day
out
and
to,
watch these guys that day.
Cool.
That's
my,
true. It's
my
my
birthday
dad's
is
birthday.
2
Yo,
days after yours.
Shout out
Sweet.
to Max. Shout out
Them
to Max.
Scorpios, bro. Them Scorpions.
Oh man.
It's a scorpion den over here.
Right?
The scorpion den.
Oh.
Somebody got a black light. No, I'm kidding.
Uh-oh.
Well, wait, so we're totally doing it, right? We're gonna the thing.
What thing?
So
November
FIU
6th.
radio.
yeah, that'd be cool, man. Yeah, follow us or something.
Yes, man. Cool. That's gonna be a good time. I'm excited for that. So, how much material do you guys have worked out at the moment? How much?
Yeah, we have a 9-song set list.
Sweet.
So we're playing.
That's awesome. 9 songs.
Yeah.
How many of
Brand-
these have gotten recorded so far?
There's like 5 songs recorded.
Yeah, 5.
Something like that.
That's progress, man. That's awesome. And because you guys are a fairly new band, right?
Yeah.
I
We
mean, we're
are.
debuting November 16th, so
Yeah.
technically to everyone, we're brand new that day.
Yeah, pretty much 3 months we've been
Yeah, it's the
playing.
first time we play. I haven't
Total.
Yeah, I have not played live in a while, I guess.
That's awesome, man.
So-
The return to the
Yeah,
stage.
it feels fucking badass to come out.
Just a lot of
finally play
writing.
again.
A lot of writing.
How was the break from the music for a while? How do you feel? How'd you feel during the break? Did you get to like write new stuff? Did your style change at all?
Well, I feel like a lot has changed. Yeah, as far as like its perspective and approach and direction for sure.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
a lot of new inspiration as well from
yeah,
just
Just ever
Taking
growing,
living, right?
Ever
Taking that
growing
time,
living.
yeah.
Yeah,
taking that time
totally.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
He's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Chris,
baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all
that-
good in the hood, dog.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah,
Very
Chris,
wild,
Chris is
dude.
fun to play with.
This is
Oh yeah.
Putting up
we
with
have
our
a
stuff.
we have a great time. We have like practices on like like every other band. It's like another extension of your family. So
Yeah.
especially being the oldest in the band, it's like I always like start turning into older brother mode, and it's just like sometimes I forget to turn that shit off, and it's just like
Wow, I always forget Chris is a bit older than us, I guess.
It's easy to forget. It's easy to
Yeah.
forget. You know,
I'm gonna be like, yo,
Obi-Wan.
I gotta be like, chill out, dad.
Actually, for a
chill
good
out,
for a good
Dad.
portion of our existence, I had no clue how old you were. And I was like,
I know,
"Yo,
for-
Brandon, how old is Chris?" And I
I've
didn't
been
want to
going
ask. I
through
don't know
some
why.
age regression. You know.
Well, you're
He's
you're born
how
in '88, right?
Yeah, 88.
So I'm born in 1990, so we're like almost the same age.
Yes.
That's
Alistair, I've
hilarious.
known this guy for what now? Fuck,
It's been
14,
like-
15.
It's been a
15
while,
years.
dude. Yeah, it's been since I was like 15. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
almost 30 now. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm almost 30 now. So yeah. Dude, long time, dude. Yeah, I remember when I met Chris a long time ago. He looked like Joey Jordanson from Slipknot. He had
Oh,
like the
man.
long straight hair, dude. He had long straight hair. And were you wearing like the ball bracelets at that time?
Yes, yeah. So those
The necklace,
the
I mean.
ball-
Yeah.
So the funny story is that I wore those. I moved to Miami in '99, and I went to school and I met all these cool rocker chicks. and they were all klepto. So
Oh no.
I went to Aventura Mall, and they were like, all of them were stealing shit from Claire's, and I was like, oh, that's easy. I was like, and I had never stolen shit in my life. Like, I remember trying to steal a pack of gum from like a Shell station, and I felt so guilty
way.
right before walking out. I went and put it back in the friggin' thing. I was like, no, my dad taught me better.
George Washington.
You know, I was like,
That's
what?
awesome.
That's
I don't know,
damn.
13,
That's
12.
adorable.
That's awesome.
Stole these 2 ball necklaces, and I wore them up until I started dating one of my girlfriends, and she was like, take that shit off. It is ugly, and date it, and it's been in a box ever since.
Hey man, there was a certain amount of years where the ball necklace was essential. You needed that.
It was a staple. I felt naked without it. It was an adjustment period, you know?
I had one as well.
Wow.
I did. I was a
I
shithead.
forgot which beer's mine, so I'm just going to start drinking all of them. right
Tommy,
here.
can you get us beers?
Dude, yes.
It's like we ran out of toilet paper. We're like Tommy, there's no toilet paper.
I'm gonna help Tommy.
Can
really
you get it
fast.
for us?
Charlie!
There's no toilet paper, mate.
1 second, I'll be back.
Have you ever
Go
had a
for it, go
unicorn? Yes. 4.
This one right there.
Brandon, do you need another beer? You're kind of like, I think he's good. Yeah, he's good. Don't
we're
trip on
taking-
the camera. Oh, see, like
Yeah.
everyone's just like,
Oh,
maybe
good.
it would be a good time to put on a song. Do you want to pull it up? We have it on. You can pull up Bandcamp and.
Oh, sure.
What
Yeah,
song?
yeah,
You
absolutely.
You want to wait? Or you
Well,
just-
we're gonna get muted. He's gonna put
Yeah,
the
yeah.
song on.
Oh,
so,
okay,
you know.
okay.
What is it? Bandcamp? Mood Theory?
Moodtheory.bandcamp.com. You want to put the newest song, right?
Whichever one you want. To be honest.
Sweet.
It's great. They're all great.
Which one?
That one, yeah.
They're all great for right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's magical. Yeah.
Awesome, folks. So this is Mood Theory. We're going to be listening to Evil People, and feel free to put that in your face.
Sweet.
See, look. Whoa, we're back.
We are completely back, guys. That was Evil People by Mood Theory, guys. That was Evil People by you guys.
That was fun to hear, actually.
That was amazing. Yeah, that was actually really cool. Sounded awesome. And that's a new song you guys said, right?
Thanks. This is one of our newest releases.
Man, I'm loving it, dude. I'm loving it. You guys are killing it. Look, we got the chat up. Carol in the chat says, Chris, you're awesome. Chris is ancient. And then Carol in the chat says, play Dream. Which, we're going to play another song in a little bit, so we'll play that one.
We'll play Dreams next, as requested.
Absolutely. So Halloween, folks. We're talking about Halloween. Also in the chat, we got Mike Alonzo hanging out in the chat. We got Debbie. My bad, I couldn't see that. Hanging out in the
You're
chat.
like, oh shit.
How are you, miss? Shout out to Debbie's rad little baby named Amber who had a cool birthday this last weekend. 2 years old. Woo!
They grow
2
up
years,
so
man.
fast.
Oh man, I remember when I
birthday.
was 2. It was so awesome.
Cheers to the baby. We're gonna be cranking. We're gonna crank it. We'll crank it for the baby right there. Crank it for the baby. Hey.
Two.
Do you guys remember Crank Anchors?
2 was the best years of my life.
Canker.
They're apparently bringing it back. Actually,
No way.
I didn't really watch it. I mean, I watched a couple episodes back in the day. It was
Awesome.
funny because like I didn't realize a lot of them were like comedians. Like a lot of them were like Adam Carolla and these other people that would be the voices.
That's cool. I didn't.
Yeah. Cranky Anchors.
Love the show.
Yeah. So,
It's amazing, dude.
anybody got any cool, interesting, like elementary school Halloween stories? Because to me, I think Halloween to me is always more interesting when you're a kid, obviously, because it's way more fantastic.
I was I was like heavily like totally into it when I was a child. Halloween was quite the event.
Awesome. Dude.
Yeah.
What would you do to get like? Would you watch like the marathons on TV and all that?
I grew up to a lot of like horror films, so I watched a lot of movies I probably shouldn't have been watching when I was
Oh yeah.
at that age.
That's all right.
My dad would like half-ass cover my eyes, like, oh man, he shouldn't be. Oh man, they're eating his
But watch it.
face and shit. Up.
Here you go.
And his hand just falls.
Here you go, my boy. Watch it.
Dude,
Don't look at this radical shit, dude.
He loved B movies, so it's like at like age of 3, he's like, fuck it, man, like whatever, just watch.
That's awesome, man. So, like,
Halloween was fun. Halloween was a blast, man.
Halloween
Go ahead,
is
my
fun.
young grasshopper.
It was fucking-
Yeah, I mean Halloween. It's just at school. It's interesting because they let you dress up. You know, everybody shows up in their costumes.
And they're just walking in their line. And
I hate
we're
when-
like, walking that class past that class, look at all of our outfits.
It was like the outfit battle of the outfits
Yeah.
for sure.
To be honest, I
Yeah.
loved Halloween more as a kid. I don't know why. I favored it
Because it was more. I can't blame you for liking it more as a kid. I mean, it's more.
it's
like
catered.
it's just
It's
more fun.
corporately targeted
Dude,
for
Fun. The candy means more. You know, the candy. Like a Snickers bar is like bigger than your face at that age. You know what I mean? Like you're like, man, this is here.
Do you remember
This
the
is
housing?
wild,
Dude,
man.
I think I was
Wow.
dressed as Aladdin like 3 times in a row. Like,
What? That's
Abu.
amazing. That's awesome.
yeah.
My niece and nephew were Jasmine and Abu.
Wow.
That's cool.
Who played the monkey? Who played the monkey? Who got stuck being the monkey?
My little nephew.
That, well, that's awesome, man. You know what's funny? I was Batman. I was Batman in the first grade, right?
Oh,
No
man.
way.
Oh yeah, I was Batman. It was, and I got on my school bus. I know I've said this story before, but whatever. I got on the bus, and this girl looks at me. She sees the fact that I'm obviously, I don't know. She's like, you're not Batman. That was it.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Not even a
alright.
hello. Not even a fuck you. Just.
It starts
You're
with
not
the parents. It's all the parents.
Well,
bro.
I looked at her and I was like,
Why would she say you're not Batman? if
That's
you're
so
dressed as
funny.
that's what I said. And I was just
You're
like,
dressed as Batman. Why would she think you're not
That
Batman?
is
oh,
funny.
man. I was like, you fucking menace. I was like, who are you, man? It was just straight. It was so straight. But she put me in this whole conundrum. Like she put me in this whole thing. Like I sat in the back of the bus. Like, am I Batman? As
She
a
made
kid.
you think.
Fuck, you're like, shit.
I thought about it, and
Contemplating
then
that shit.
Should have just been like, today I am. Today I
Were you
am.
guys? Were you guys?
yeah.
Today I am. Batman.
Where's Falcone? What I've learned. What I've learned.
Jabron.
Jabroni. What I've learned. I was and I still am Batman, damn it. So you know what? I hope that chick is in a ditch somewhere. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't.
I'm a Batman.
I hope she's
Bro.
happy. Hope she's happy and healthy. Being an asshole.
She's
But,
probably
Buried out in the forest.
You're like, I wish her one of those bad days. Not pain,
she's
but
probably
just a bad day. She's
Yeah,
gonna have
she's
one.
probably raising a Batman right now.
right? Like
Oh
you know,
my
I would
gosh.
wish her a flat tire, but she's got a nice healthy spare in the back. All the nuts are in
Oh
good
my.
condition, so she can get them off easy.
She's like,
It'll be easy for her to fix it, but just take that. Let me just get that hour out of your day. Just get that hour
you
out of your
inspired
day.
her. You
Fucking
inspired her
move
to
it.
just be like, yeah.
Dude, talking
Yeah.
about flat tires, I've gotten a flat tire like every day for the past,
Whoa.
like 3 days.
Do you think it's targeted at all, bro?
How many tires? How many days? I just started doing math.
I fucked
The
it.
ninjas are
3
throwing
days in a row.
The cattle trot. The
No,
cattle
it
trots
was just 1 week.
There he goes.
Every day for the
It
last
was
year.
just 1 week, 3 days in a row.
Are you playing Mario Kart? What the fuck? What is
Fuck yeah.
God damn that banana.
what in the world?
That
Yeah.
damn
Dropping
banana
the
keeps making me
bananas on
spin
you.
out.
Fucking
Those
throwing
spike-
turtles, dude.
Spike shells. So. Yes. Sorry, guys. I don't know. That took a left turn.
I got flat tires every day for the last year.
Yeah, that really threw us. That really threw us all. So yes,
3
please
days in a row.
tell us more.
Yeah,
please.
I think it must have been like I'm taking the turns to
Maybe
going
they
in
were
too-
just
too
all
deep-
bald.
too deep,
All
taking
your
a turn,
tires were
start-
bald.
No,
And it was just like a
He purposely
coming in
replaced.
the
chain
turn,
effect.
Like
He
I'm not
purposely replaced every pop tire with a bald tire.
So what's your reaction now? Do you get scared when you hear the like not scared, but like do
The
you,
thing is, I don't hear it. It's like perfectly like with air,
Fuck.
and like I get home a day later, it's like I find a nail in it. It's just
There must be.
Someone
There's
just-
construction in your.
how many
area.
enemies you got out there, man? How many?
got a lot of frenemies.
Made
Got
a
a
lot
lot of
of-
frenemies.
Oh,
Scott
snap.
Pilgrim and the evil ex-girl. No,
Right. What's going on, Danny?
kidding.
Frenemies.
Just kidding.
I don't know what's going on, Danny, in the chat. It's got the coolest last name. Is it Portal? Is it Portal? Because
Yo.
Danny Portal is the coolest name of the world.
Yo, what's up to everyone, man?
Danny
Where's my
Portal is
portal
like-
gun, bro? Need that portal gun.
That's like the Johnny Phantom. No, Danny Phantom. I don't know
You
what
guys
that
are
was.
lit.
Johnny
man.
Blaze.
I'm telling you, man. Thank you everybody for hanging out in the
That
chat, man.
sounds so fun.
Badass. bro.
Thanks, man. You guys are the cool. Everybody in the chat's the
Hell
coolest. What's
yeah.
everybody doing for Halloween? What Halloween candy? Does anybody even have candy to give away to kids? Are you guys expecting trick or treaters? Let us know in the chat, please.
Yeah,
Seems like everyone's just giving out drugs this year. I think.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
According to BuzzFeed, everybody's there's a lot of drugs being given out,
Yeah,
on Halloween.
dude.
But my favorite candy. You know, what's funny? Over time, I've learned to appreciate the terrible candy from back in the day, like
the root beer
butterscotch.
barrels.
Maybe
oh, yeah.
maybe
I don't
we
remember the
don't
root
realize-
beer
barrels.
What are root beer
You
barrels?
You're
Dude,
giving me
you-
like ideas right now.
You
I
remember
feel like
root
maybe
beer.
possibly maybe we were taking drugs in that era. Those times that we were trick or treating as children. Maybe we were.
I think candies are our drugs.
We were as sober as ever. That's the real drug right there.
Maybe BuzzFeed is writing about us. I don't know. Maybe. No.
Hey man,
The
Candies.
Buzz Bake Sale.
Danny says however you want. LOL. Well, Portal is the coolest thing in the world, man. It makes you sound like this awesome like
It's a
superhero.
Danny,
It doesn't have the
Portal.
hyphen, so it's
Danny
portal,
Portal.
right? No.
Right? It's like so epic. Like imagine you have like these like this like super. You're like one of the X-Men, right?
Boom, portal there. Ha, fall and keep falling.
That'd be so sick.
That was
dude.
the best part
Oh,
of
man.
portals.
It's
Did you
an
ever you
infinite
played
blue.
portals,
Danny,
right?
come over here and
I
portal
have the
yourself
first two
over
games I
here.
haven't played.
You know, you just put something a portal there and a portal there, and it just keeps
I
falling.
love it, dude. And the word portal is just fun to say.
Isn't it like an infinite blue hell?
It's infinite falling hell.
Half-Life.
Oh.
Half-Life.
I didn't get to play that one. I missed out on that.
Gordon Freeman.
There was a remake. Somebody did like a remake recently. Like they remade the first game and like better graphics.
I think they
It's like a fan-made one.
retexturized it. They did a mod and
Yeah.
they did
There's a name
Black
for it.
Mamba or whatever it's called.
It's called something like that. Black Mamba.
Black something.
Kobe
Black
Bryant.
Mesa. Black Mesa.
very
Sorry.
faint memory.
I'm like Black Mamba, Kill Bill, something black, something.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like Grand Theft Auto 3.
We were introduced to like the most vicious
you-
game ever.
When you take a certain turn, you could fall in.
Whoa.
If you use a certain amount of cheat codes.
Oh, you glitching? That's
yeah,
wild.
You glitch the fuck out.
Well, there was like little hidden spots that I don't know who
when you
showed me.
when you activate a cheat code at that spot, it fucking sinks in. It turns blue. It's called blue hell.
Was
See,
it?
that's some scary shit. Speaking of this is in the Halloween theme, by the way. Glitching was scary as shit back in
Oh
the day.
god.
Fuck yeah.
What you guys are talking about, like glitching through like the levels and stuff like that. Used to scare the shit out of me as a kid.
I was like, what's going on?
Dude, you too? Yeah, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was like, oh
I was
shit.
like, ah!
I was like,
It's like I've reached a level that no one has reached.
You're like, I accidentally
talking.
I accidentally activated console.
It speaks to me.
you activated console.
I activated console in spectator mode. Oh shit, no.
I need to give in to the dark Hado.
Dude,
Sorry,
I feel
guys.
like I feel like
Wow.
that's like the equivalence to how certain songwriters they would actually mess around with people who would listen to their music because they'd write lyrics and people would
I
always think that there was
command you.
a deeper like meaning behind the lyric.
Like
They'd-
Chicago.
like a simple lyric
Oops, I
and
did it again.
then like a fan would just be like, oh wow, this means something deep.
They'd
This means
analyze-
something
Yeah,
else.
they analyze.
Yeah.
So maybe like people think that gamers who are maybe not purposely making those glitches, but people are like they did this on purpose.
So called an Easter egg.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Someone's.
Me.
Sounds like a buzzer.
I love that sound. Yeah. You know, it's funny, and there's a certain pitch that cell phones have been able to reach. You know, for like the vibrations.
Guys, I'm
Even
gonna
like
take this
all the
off.
phones have that
Technology,
same. You know what I hate when you think you feel your phone vibrate and then it's like really not vibrating. Doesn't it make you feel like a fiend?
It's that you know the thing that like has the balance in your phone. It's like one of those like the gyrometers or whatever. That's what it is. It's like you accidentally knock your phone and it activates that thing that makes it think like you got a text, and then you're like, "Did I get a text?"
Cell phones are scary themselves.
Sometimes, yes.
Cell phones are scary in my
Cell
opinion.
phones scare the shit out of me.
You know,
Batman,
I guess
bro.
if you're not getting any love on the
speaking
the
of a
phone, you're
frenemy,
just
this is
single.
a frenemy right here. Your cell phone. That's a frenemy.
Yo.
That's a
I'm telling you.
Yes, dude.
You
fuck
nailed
yeah.
that one. I think I would totally have to agree on that one.
That's fucking
Totally is a friend of me.
spot on.
Eric's remix on was that like a Drake song or something?
No new friends. No, I'm kidding. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
We won't go that way,
They
guys.
see me rolling.
Shut up. Oh my god. Episode 99 of Shut Up Let's Talk, folks. My goodness, man. Almost up to episode 100,
Yeah,
man.
you talking about Doug?
Next week, bro, right?
Next week, man.
What are you doing, man? What's the you know, build? Where's that anticipation? What are you gonna do for the big 100?
Well, the plan.
Ooh,
Pop
pop-up video.
I gotta control my plosives.
video.
I think what we're gonna be doing, I think, is going to the Bend, local bar. You know, if you are local to us, obviously.
That is my local bar.
Yeah, you know, local bar.
Let's
I would like to go out there. I would like to invite everybody that has ever been on the show or that has watched the show. You are more than welcome to come hang out with all of us. I'm going to be bringing 20 questions, my camera, and a microphone, and I want to be asking everybody these questions. I don't know what they're going to be. You don't know what they're going to be. And hopefully we're all going to get drunk and answer these questions and have a good time, and we're going to have a video out of that. And that's going to be episode 100.
All right, so
Sounds-
if you watch this video,
Sounds great.
and you've ever,
there.
if you watch this video and you've ever been on Alazar's show, this has to be like, you know, like one of those, like, remember when YouTube came out with like their end of the year thing compilation with like every single like YouTube artist, and they like did this huge montage video? You gotta get like all your guests that show up, bro. All of them. Just like have a.
Yes.
If you were there, you're there.
You are all more than welcome. It would be awesome. It would be fun to see everybody, and have a good time. And it's going to be episode 100. It's going to be my birthday also, so we can get kill two birds with one stone.
We will be
Have a good time.
Yeah, we'll be going right after the FIU thing then.
Whatever you guys
Wednesday,
can
right?
make time for. Whatever you guys can make time for. That'd be a good time.
That's right. Hell yeah, we'll come.
Check
right
them out.
Well,
Check us out. Check
I'll be
everybody
there.
out. Wednesday, everybody's going to have something to do on Wednesday.
Most
I'm glad.
likely, yeah. We kind of stick to doing
I think
multiple
Wednesday's
things.
gonna be cool.
Sounds
Yeah,
good
We'll
to me.
probably swing by.
Sounds like a good time, folks.
Yeah, we'll swing by, have a beer, and answer some questions. That sounds fun.
So you know what? We were talking about Halloween candy a second ago, and really quick, I do want to bring up, yes, the butterscotch candies were terrible, but I grew to like them. You remember the other candies that were like, they had the wrappers that had like fruits on them? They had like pineapples and oranges and all sorts of goofy shit.
Those, yes, those were like the 5-cent candies.
Yeah, dude.
Literally.
Yeah. Those are the ones that would just like, dude, 'cause I guess in apartment complexes, man, like everybody just defaults to those
we'll
candies.
Just,
so
we'll
many.
just call it the old
But
lady
how long-
It's like
candy.
you get
We'll
back
call
home.
it the old lady candy.
You get back home that night, and like the only thing in your bag is that.
I was wondered, like, if I was younger, like, if I ever smelled pot at anybody's house. Like, I never
Mine.
realized it. Like, I
was
never
mine.
realized
That's
it.
funny. That's
Thinking about
funny.
it now, I'm like, man, I wonder if I ever like, did the whiff ever hit me?
Dude, we probably did either that or like a heavy amount of
You're
cigarettes.
like, man, this house
Right.
is very floral.
It must have been the one where my parents were like, we gotta go. Get your candy and let's go.
It's like, why are we leaving so fast? We just got here, Mom.
My
Why?
parents have an indoor garden.
My
It's
dad
very
would've-
floral, you know.
Dad's freaking out.
My dad would have
Hey.
walked back, like,
It's like, no, man.
ran back out.
I-
Thanks, dude.
I hotbox my
Yes.
house with cigarettes. I hotbox my old house.
Nah, it was crazy. Did anybody ever give you guys, like, coins or anything? Like, you guys ever get, like, money on Halloween?
Yeah, I've gotten silver dollars before.
Silver dollars?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
I got
okay.
Does,
gold. I got
Went to, like, the
gold.
Pentagon
I got
trick-or-treat?
I got a Flanagan
Silver dollar
Flanagan
for-
coin.
the gold
Here,
ones.
okay.
Wow. That's pretty
You got a
good.
what?
They're chocolate. They're edible gold.
No.
coins.
Oh, yeah. Those, yeah. No,
The
I'm talking
baggies, right? They're
someone.
like, ching, ching,
someone
The
like-
doubloons.
I got 20 doubloons. Here's a bag of gold.
The Pirate's Bounty. Oh,
Is that like officially like a Miami thing? Like, you know what Flanagan is? Flanagan's.
Flanagan's is a South Florida.
It's like
I
a
think the farthest north there is one
seafood
is like
bar.
West Palm Beach.
Really?
Maybe a little bit further, but yeah, Flanagan's is like
just
a
like
Florida
just
thing.
like Publix, right? Publix. Is a
Yeah, uniquely Floridian things.
Is
that-
Publix still in Florida?
And that one in Georgia.
I believe so.
I think there's like one in Georgia.
Yeah, because like
Southern
everywhere
thing.
else there's like Kroger's and
Yeah,
like all these
yeah.
other places that were like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, Kroger's. What's it? Safeway.
Yeah,
That's a big one.
Safeway. Yeah.
That's another one that they use up there. I was in Virginia for a while. I had to get used to the other grocery stores. The other ones are nice though. The coolest thing, they had jalapeno cheddar bagels at the grocery store. I like that.
Fuck it. Why not?
I like
mean,
that. Those sound-
Jalapenos,
Yeah,
man.
that sounds pretty
I like
bagels.
those.
I used to work at a bagel shop.
Yeah. What was the bagel shop life like, man?
It
You had to
was,
wake up at early in the morning because that's like a breakfast thing.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
be out. Yeah, I used to be out like 3 p.m., 2 p.m., like very early, and I had the
Wow.
whole day to myself.
That's pretty cool.
But I was running on like 2 hours of sleep. It was very, very draining.
What time did you wake up?
I didn't wake up. I just get to work on no sleep.
Wow, dude. Dude, being on a lack of sleep is like being in a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Like,
then having to work.
I hate it, dude. Like being on a lack of sleep makes you feel like you're insane,
Yeah.
but your body is functioning like perfectly fine. So you're just like you feel like makes you feel like an asshole. It's weird.
intense, right?
I
Like,
hate it, dude. I
you
hate
get,
sleep
like-
Like those back
deprivation.
in the days, those
You-
girls named Molly, you know.
Oh god.
the thing is, no, like on average, like sometimes when you're creating, you get like 3-4 hours of fucking sleep, and like Molly.
Hey, high school was high school, bro.
I mean,
it's like emphasized in the prefix.
I mean, poor, you know,
Never heard of it.
I never heard of her. She was just that blonde girl, right?
Never heard of it.
Why wasn't I in high school with Chris? I probably would have been messing with Chris. I probably would have bullied you a little bit.
They would have been like,
Like, hey, Chris. Hey.
Hey
I don't
man.
know, man.
You're like, dude, you're way too much, man.
you would have been
That's
like,
hilarious.
can I please come to the black room? Be like,
you're not
you
invited.
shall not pass. No, I'm just kidding.
Only if you naked, boy. Only if you
Whoa,
naked.
whoa, whoa.
What's the black room? I don't know what the black room is. Give us some
It's
story.
Damn.
So the
where
black
you-
room.
That sounds traumatizing.
So
The black room sounds like a fucking dungeon.
I'll try and. Yeah,
Sounds like a sex
it,
dungeon.
Sounds like a
it
panic
technically
room.
was. So
Some shit.
no.
Technically.
So
was.
when we
Oh
moved,
no.
You're forced
you
to
know,
wear latex.
my
as
older
soon as you get
brother-
that.
It's like Room Raiders. They turn the black light on. The shit's like just full of semen. It's like, whoa, no.
now that
I
I,
hated
don't,
that.
the black light was on. You don't know what was glow paint or what was what. You don't know.
Glow paint. Oh,
So
that's
this was my older brother's room.
Oh, then they definitely had
Glow
jizz all
paint.
over.
Yeah. So it was
Brandon,
painted black.
What is glow paint? Like,
Glow paint?
Glow paint.
Glow paint come to mind when you think of glow paint.
Glow
Glow
jizz.
paint?
Yeah, what does it bring to mind?
Jizz glow.
Like a party.
Glow
Like a
paint.
black light effect.
I think of like Busta Rhymes videos. Just glow paint.
Actually, know what glow paint reminds me of? Like a house party I went to one time.
What do you
Whoa.
mean? What do you mean, dude?
When I was younger,
You
I was
fucking-
like
we tw-
18 or 19.
Dude,
and-
we that place is set up.
Dude, this place
Fuck.
was totally it was an apartment, and it totally got trashed.
Dude, this is one of the most
Whoa.
guys. This is one of the most inspiring, epic moments that ever
Glow
transpired
paint.
in
People
our
were
life.
throwing paint all over the walls.
Like this fucking was sick
like
as fuck.
the owner of the apartment like got in so much trouble.
Why did this happen?
Dude, this was
That's a good
fucking
question. We were-
invitation actually
Drugs.
from. It was an invitation from. Check it out. It was an invitation from the owner for us to like shred white and blue all over this place.
We got permission
Whoa.
to like
Yeah.
just kind of like destroy the place, but like not in the
But-
sense of like
but it was
purposely
on
ruining it, but it got ruined.
It was
That's
such.
awesome.
It was such. Like,
That sounds really rock and roll.
Yeah,
It was under pure intention.
Somebody
though,
flew
you know,
through
it
the
was
wall.
sick.
There was a wall that someone actually like went
Yeah,
through.
it was fucking
What?
crazy. Yeah, dude.
That's pretty funny.
The whole bathroom.
ECW.
The bathroom.
ECW.
The bathroom was lit. The water was filled. There was a ton of fucking highlighter.
Sounds like a
glow
fucking.
paint.
It's like that Jimmy Eat World
I
video,
keep
right?
saying-
It just
It was
takes
like-
a
I keep
time.
saying plaint, blue plaint. What is a blue plaint? What the fuck is that? I keep saying that shit. Fuck, dude.
Hello. Oh my God.
We've got a refill on the way.
Dude, your
Oh, God,
cat,
it's-
your cat is so cute, Chunky. I want to take it home.
Oh.
Please try.
I just made your own.
Hello, my love.
Greetings.
How's it going?
That,
The lovely
that works.
Claudia has just
Thank you
graced
so
us
much.
with her
Thank you.
presence. My love, can you actually keep that door open? The cold air feels so good. Oh my God.
It's like winter left.
The breeze just kissed us.
Sure.
Yo, what's up?
Did you know that when it snows? Sweet.
Claudia loves me.
The lovely Claudia's just joined. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out on episode 99 of Shut Up Let's Talk so far. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for hanging out. You guys are the best.com. I would like to actually go ahead and play the next song by you guys, if you don't mind.
By special request.
That
Special
sounds-
request by Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we go ahead and go play Dream, pretty please?
Oh, hell yeah. Please play it.
Awesome, folks. So let's go ahead and do that, folks. This is Dreams by Mood Theory.
Yo, I look like I'm like about to fucking launch off into outer space.
Man, you look like you're about to make an awesome speech.
Shout out to
In
legit.
my day,
shout out to
55 men.
we'll do a shout out to Gio for the shots.
Yo,
Oh,
this
yo,
is epic.
Giovanni, thank
Fuck
you.
yeah,
we'll
dude.
do
I'm
a shout out to
And
Gio.
Gio and Sophia and Gio.
Sophia and Gio, thank you for the photo shoot.
Thanks. Oh no.
We had to.
He's so brutal, dude. I love him because he's like super crazy. Sorry, guys. Dreams, Mood Theory.
Fuck yeah.
That panning. Damn.
Right on the beat, right?
Right on like the fucking drop though, like damn.
That was right
That
on
was
the
the part where it started to go.
Well, that's 2 minutes and 16 seconds, folks. So you guys got to go and look for that awesome part. That is Dreams by Mood Theory. Feel free to check that out on Bandcamp, right? That's what we're checking it out on. So
Yes.
go ahead and
we're only on Bandcamp right now.
buy the track. It's $1. That is the coolest. And you know what's funny? You guys had or have another band. I don't know the status, but yeah, X3SR, and I bought a project from you guys many moons ago. That it was a great purchase. I love that. It was
Cool, man.
and it's funny because I wish I could remember the name of the album because it was one of those times where I would just put the whole thing in my my playlist and just not even think about the names. I'll just just love the sounds.
Well,
Just think about the sounds.
we did release a lot of singles, so maybe that's part of your.
But it was the album that had the song "She" on it.
Oh, that was unconditional.
Yeah.
Love that album.
Yeah,
It was
that's-
great. It was a great experience. So yeah, great. So you guys have been doing great work for a long time, and I love seeing where you guys are going with Mood Theory now, and where the sound develops and where the sound goes.
Fuck yeah, man. Thank you.
Hello, my love.
Hello, my love.
How are you?
Oh.
Good, and yourself?
Good.
Hi.
What are we doing? What are we doing? I thought there was something funny going on.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's awesome, guys.
She was just making fun
And
of me
cat.
again.
Oh.
By the way, what's your cat's name?
Legato.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
Legato the cat.
Legato.
Legato the menace
It's
to
our page,
society.
yo.
He's bad. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little
The
crazy.
most cutest little.
His
thing
Big
I've ever
Bertha,
seen.
the baby bounces.
He's a little rebel. Wow.
He is a little rebel. He's adorable in his own way.
He's super sweet.
Yeah, he's got
Of
a heck
course,
a
it's always the
personality.
rebels that are just.
Personality is
the
incredible.
Yes.
He does actually. He's one of a kind. It's funny because I've
It's
never
cuddly
met a
with
cat
my
like
shoe.
him before.
Me either.
Yeah,
Me either.
I've never encountered.
He definitely loves your feet though.
He does.
He's a
loves
foot
my
guy. He's like, let me just like
Played with my
dig
hands.
my nails.
He's played with my
your
hands a little bit
toes.
too. My hands.
Absolutely, man.
I feel like it's almost worth getting scratched by your cat.
In weird ways, it is.
It is.
No, it's not.
In weird ways.
You can tell it feels really good. Like
I love it.
he feels really good.
He's a good one. He's a good one.
He feels happy. To
My
be
cat
alive.
is like. Speaking of Halloween, my cat is pretty fucking scary sometimes.
That's
He's
awesome.
pretty nuts. But he's awesome though. You know. He's,
only during Halloween. I wonder what he's. How does he act during Christmas or like?
right. He just started
Probably
Have a
Stop it.
holly jolly Christmas.
Just a giver.
And
Full
in
of love.
case you haven't heard. No.
He wakes me up. Papa, Papa, it's Christmas. It's Papa. Milking cookies. It's snowing outside. Cookies. Raining.
He takes a.
And then he
He
mouths.
takes a flight to like Boston
You
or
heard
something.
He's like, stop making fun of me.
He's
Dad."
like,
Legato takes a trip to New York.
Yeah, I could imagine him, getting in a convertible with a leather jacket and a cigarette, just riding out to New York with
He
his,
would be smoking a cigarette.
him and his buddies.
Look at him stretching his like
You know,
a little
Sounds highly
majestic
possible.
little.
Legato respectfully catcalling.
he's got.
Hey,
like,
you're really pretty, lady. Not that bullshit. Not the Hialeah bullshit,
No, he
Legato.
just jumps right in. He's pretty like, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
grab that
ready,
one.
I'm ready.
Yeah, Legato just shows up like.
He's like,
That's the Hialeah bullshit.
Right. He just does that. He just does that. And he does that and unlocks the door.
he's like, hey, what the? Oh yeah, hey, what the?
He does that and he just unlocks the door.
Funny.
Man, it's been a good time on today's episode, man. I'm glad I had you guys on today. I think we're rolling in right about that time, folks. But episode 99 of Shut Up, Let's Talk, man. We actually covered some interesting things in this episode. When I look back at this episode, it's going to be one of those like, wow, like,
Wasn't there,
why are
wasn't-
we talking about that? Because we covered at one point we were talking about like humanity
Charvel,
and like
man.
politics and stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
What about those Charvels?
You did
though?
miss it. We were
That's
talking,
pretty
you know
cool.
what? Yeah, you know what? The lovely Claudia, you should have been here for that topic. We were talking something about like, like Native Americans that believe that the land was theirs, but then the other people that like took over the land and have claimed it and did all this work for it. It's like we're obviously not defending the the shitty, genocidal idiots, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it's interesting. We're just saying like it's such an interesting debate. Like it's pretty obvious who's right and wrong, whatever that means. But
You mean the kill 'em all, let God sort 'em out mentality? No.
yeah, it was just a fascinating topic. So yeah, that is a very interesting one. In the meantime, folks, let's go around the table again, my man. So Chris, my brother, the bass player for Mood Theory, my man.
Man.
Where can they go ahead and follow you at on the social media?
It's very lengthy, long-winded. It's from the first album of the Mars
Did you do
Volta.
that on purpose, by the way? Like, did you make
I've
it
seen-
complicated on purpose? Like, this will trip
So,
them up.
The Mars Volta was one of my favorite bands, and track 3 of De Laus in the Comatorium is Roulette Dares, and the first vocal Cedric sings is Transient Jet Lag Ecto Mind Bison. Now, that's my handle. It's been my handles for MySpace. It's been my handle for Instagram. So I was like, fuck it,
fucking
bro.
awesome.
I like those the words. Like, it's just like, transient is like, like there's like meaning to like each word into it. Like, and you can go and like research if you really want to, but it's like a whole meaning to it.
Cool, man. So they can follow you. What is it again?
Transient jet lag ecto mind bison. You'll probably see me when you type transient jet, and it'll just show up, and you'll be like, oh, whoa, that long ass fucking shit. Okay, cool.
Awesome, man.
That's pretty cool, man.
Brandon, where can they go ahead and follow you on the social media, man?
Mood Theory.
Mood Theory. Awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that, folks. Mood Theory. Cool name, by the way.
Cool.
Like, it sets the tone. Even like for the band,
I think
sets
so,
the
yeah.
tone.
Thank you.
Hashtag mood.
Yeah. Sets the... Right? That's amazing.
What is?
Eric, where can they go ahead and follow you, my man?
Literally, you could just follow me by my name, Eric Cirlena. I favor another one though. I don't feel like using. I don't know why, but I don't know. I think just Eric Carolina is freaking cool.
Eric Serralena, why not?
It's me, guys.
It rolls off the tongue.
It's me. You'll see a lot of cosmic shit going down.
It's like Eric
One
Serralena,
day.
Inagata DeVito.
Follow.
Maybe right now. Maybe it's happening right now.
Don't you know?
Follow him.
That's an amazing song. Feel free to go ahead and follow them, guys. Check out Mood Theory, November 16th. They're going to be playing at the FIU. No, that's going to be at
That
Las
November
Rosas.
6th is November 6th is the FIU
Yeah,
radio show.
tune in to FIU Radio on November 6th.
We'll definitely
Wednesday.
get that out there to promote all the details on that.
Yeah,
And
follow Mood Theory on Instagram, and we'll
Hell yeah.
share some details.
Yeah, Mood Theory. Where's like most of our shit's gonna come out of? So follow Brandon. He will be promoting everything, and
Yes.
that's where it's going.
Awesome. November 6th, November 16th. Go ahead and check them out, guys. If you guys want to follow me, it's at Alzar Chand. If you guys want to follow the show, it's at Shut Up Let's Talk all over the interweb, the webosphere, the glebs, whatever the fuck. Happy Halloween
Happy Halloween.
to
Can we
you
get a
folks.
pop-up video,
The
Harmony,
web
guys?
is actually very
Pop
small.
into-
Can we get it? Can we get it?
Pop,
Pop-up video. Ready? 1,
2,
2,
3,
3.
4.
Pop-up video.
All right. In the meantime, folks, love, peace, chicken grease. Look both ways before you cross the street. We will catch you on the flip side. Episode 99. Catch us next week at the Bend. Episode 100. We will be there.
Snoochie boochies.
Grab
Be
a
there. Be square. Be circle. Be whatever you got
Grab
to
a
do. Be
beer.
octagonal.